Welcome to live coverage of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship. Our final event of the 2025 season. Vertex Oil International Rally of Whangārei, as we see our current championship leader Ben Hunt approaching us here on special stage 2. Morning BB.
Yeah, morning Budgie. Fantastic to be here with you. It's a bit of a funny old day. A bit of overnight rain, but as you can see, plenty of dust, so the cars are running on 2-minute gaps right through the field. Don't worry, we've got a fantastic spot here for you with plenty of action as we see Ben and Tony through our junction here. Beautifully done. Well, the odds-on favourite to become 4-time New Zealand Rally champions.
Yep, certainly working his way up the pecking order of the greatest that we've seen, Ben Hunt. Just go to New Zealand Fabia Rally 2.
Done everything else.
Well, 4 would put him equal with Bruce Herbert, with only Richard Mason and Hayden Patton on 5 and 7 respectively above.
Yeah, pretty significant achievement this
We'll
is.
get another one.
He's got a bit of work to do. Needs to finish in the top 3 of the power stage, which is special stage 4 this morning, to secure that title. If he doesn't,
RT tracks these days.
Robbie Stokes next up. Shane Reynolds.
of course, the Stokes Motorsport Skoda Fabia Rally 2, identical car to what we just saw Ben go past us. And this is the only man that can stop Ben Hunt from winning a 4th New Zealand Rally Championship.
So for Robbie, the aim's pretty simple. He needs to score maximum points. That's what he can do. There's 44 available. The gap is 41 coming into this event.
On the charge early, second quickest in the opening stage of the day. We'll give you some results in just a
moment. If you're in the Stokes Motorsport camp, just look at the speed he's carrying. Absolutely flying is Robbie Stokes.
Yeah, these are some beautiful roads. This is special stage 2 of the Vertex Oil International Rally of Whangārei. And some iconic roads. We've used some of these stages in WRC events in previous years out around the Dargaville region, the Kaipara region of Lower Northland.
And great work by the North Island Rally Series team that have made these roads back available for rallying. Last year they ran Rally Dargaville, and this year it's been incorporated into the Vertex Oil International Rally of Whangārei.
So going through those results from the opening special stage of the morning, it was Jack Stokes as BBC's quickest in the Stokes Motorsport Ford Fiesta AP4 car. We'll see him next up past us here. Robbie Stokes' brother, second quickest, 1.5 seconds adrift, and then Ben Hunt a further 1.1 back in third. It is the top 3 on the road as well, so Jack would be next. Here is the dust. You can see that background as we hone in on.
Yeah, you can understand why the 2-minute gaps have been put in place.
A little bit of overnight drizzle and early morning drizzle, but not enough to really have a huge impact on the dust.
So this is scheduled to be the last outing for the Stokes Motorsport Fiesta AP4. We do know that there is another Rally 2 Skoda on the way for Jack next season. And he and Hayden Graves, man, they've been impressive in their debut season working together, and Jack's first season in the 4-wheel drive car. Man, he has been absolutely one to watch, hasn't he? Yeah,
a dark horse for me this weekend. I think he is flying under the radar. To get a breakthrough rally win for him, which will cap a phenomenal debut season. Cat 1.
And of course, he's in a big battle with Bryn Jones and Josh Keeley for that junior championship. 3 cars within 1 point. Just look at the corner speed Jack's carrying. Man, he is absolutely on a mission.
These are stunning shots, aren't they? Bolt TV drone. Spectacular countryside. These big, wide open roads. Fast. Bit of camber. This junction that we're at. Some hear the Paradise Ducks honking in the background.
They'd look good on a plate, wouldn't they? Sorry to all our vegetarian viewers out there.
Yeah, it's not quite duck shooting season, so we get the panoramic shot.
It's only one type of hunting I do, Budgie. It's through the supermarket shelves.
So it's quite foggy when we arrived here at this vantage point this morning, as you can see the dust in the background. Approaching car. Good smattering of spectators.
Yeah, good crowd here, and this isn't even the prime spectator viewing spot on the stage. So, as we see...
Jack Hawkswood in it?
No, Mike
Young, excuse me.
And
yes.
Amy Hudson. So running outside of the championship, but just loves this rally up here. Whangārei and regular visitor. Of course, plied a lot of his trade through the Asia Pacific Championship, where this was the New Zealand round for such a long time.
Yeah, very talented pedant, Mike Young. Saw him excel at Bay of Plenty last time out. Brother Jared not in action this weekend.
But just up next to our cameraman.
Yep, along with Rocky Hudson. Again, spectacular shots. Like, super committed.
Hey Dan, are you talking to us?
Don't necessarily get to see from the shots. The camera on the road is just a little wide out of that right hander. So that is the vantage spot where we are. We're just up to the right, as you see on the screen there. And then joining road. And BB, there's quite a bit of opposite camber on the outside of that corner, isn't there?
Yeah, so this junction is one that you really want to keep it tucked in. It's typical of a northern road. There's huge camber on it. You're pretty safe if you're tucked in, and it's quite a fast corner. But if you do end up just a little bit wide of the line, that's going to absolutely draw you out towards the bank. So, you know, it's about keeping all four of those wheels tucked right in. If you end up with one wheel over the camber, it can just drag you away. And
yeah, looking forward to seeing this car up close for the first time in action. Debut for the Rally 2 Toyota Yaris Jack Hawkswood.
Jason Farmer alongside him.
So, been waiting a long, long time for this car to arrive. Awesome, awesome car. Saw it test session out at Maramura Forest on Monday. Jack talking about just how different it is to drive compared to the AP4 car. It'll take a little while to get up to speed, but a great opportunity to start to get familiar with that car this weekend.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to shoot out to the workshop and have a good look around this car. It is just absolutely. Jack, they're looking pretty solid. And speaking of solid Jacks, not like you at the bar normally, but Jack Stokes 8.4 seconds up on Ben Hunt at the 14.6 kilometre split. So that stage one time was no. Yeah, he didn't catch them napping. He's absolutely on it this morning.
Yeah, talk about throwing the gauntlet down.
It's nice to see Jack on that ultimate pace. Last couple of rounds he's been solid in those podium positions, but not quite taking the fight to his brother and Ben Hunt. But he is absolutely in the mix this morning.
Yeah, it certainly shapes as a pretty exciting potential 2026 season, doesn't it? When you think new car for Jack Stokes, new car for Jack Hawkswood, you got Robbie now on the back of what's been a really, really impressive campaign, irrespective of what happens this weekend. You know, Ben Hunt, this you know, who knows what happens with Hayden Padden and some of the other contenders. Lots of whispers around about potential new cars, and Yeah, it's going to be an exciting 2026 championship, but a big weekend here to decide our 2025 champion as we see Todd Borden
and Katrina Renshaw. So will we see them in the championship next year?
Hey Ben, how are you, mate? End of SS2, a couple of seconds down on stage 1. How are you going?
Yeah, obviously we've got a pretty tough job out there sweeping all this light gravel off, and the roads are so hard, so it's like being on marbles. But yeah, it was a bit slower than last year here, but we're on a different tyre, so see what happens.
That's all good, mate. Any obviously no dust issues for you. What's the plan for the afternoon loop?
Tony and I are having a ball in here. It's fantastic roads. There's so much to offer here. So,